quality and what we're able to do with citizen science to have an idea of water quality within your local water body. Is there anything that...
That'll roll it out there.
What have we learned about water quality? Pick tests.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's an amazing thing that you can just go in the water and whatever creatures end up in your net after a simple kick test, you can tell so much from about the water quality in a river. And it's something that anyone can do from a standing start. And I hear that it was a local man from Castlebar who kind of finalised it and developed it more, and he ended up going to all sorts of European countries, and even they shipped him out to Iceland to tell them how to do this. So it's a fantastic thing altogether.
Brilliant, yeah. I suppose for anyone that wasn't on it as well, I might just say who I am. Eanna Hyland. I work with the local authority waters programme as a community water officer, covering Mayo and West Galway. And we were brought on this programme testing the waters to help guide that expertise around water quality. Looking at a river at a catchment scale, where we're looking at it from the top of the river to the bottom, because everything influences water quality that we have in the river. So what we do on the land is going to affect what we have in your local water body. So what we do at the top of the catchment is going to have an impact further downstream. We were lucky during the course of this project. We did a citizen science, we did like a trip up to the top of the water body. Those sites were picked because the Environmental Protection Agency, they have a number of monitoring sites, and they found that there's the Carrowbeg 10, so that's the first section. You also have the Carrowbeg 20 and the Carrowbeg 30, which were in here. So the Carrowbeg 10 is actually reaching high status in its macroinvertebrates, so it's insect life. So they'll be looking at these good water quality indicators. We'll be seeing a few of them here today. So your green caddisfly, your flattened mayfly, and your stonefly. They look at it in a lot more detail, but we're able to get a very good idea of it here with our Citizen Science Stream Index, where we're looking at these good water quality indicators and the poor water quality indicators, so your snail, your leech, and your water louse. And what we found in that high status objective area, where it was high water quality, we found those organisms. We found the flattened mayfly, we found the stonefly, and we found the and the green caddisfly. And that's really correlates with that idea of the catchment side of things, where you're looking at the top of the catchment with the least impact happening up there. As you move further downstream, there's more of an opportunity for our actions to impact on water quality. So be it from agriculture, be it from domestic issues, could be septic tanks. So anything we do, has an impact on water quality. And then as we come down further again to this side here, the Carrowbeg 30, you're coming down to moderate water quality. So it's interesting. It's gone from high to good to moderate. And what we want is to have that high water quality coming all the way down here. And there are measures we can do to tackle that. But first, it's good to recognise what water quality we have, and then we can increase that knowledge and education around it through this project, which is really important. What I'm going to do today, as some of you have seen before, I'm just going to do a kick sample. I'm going to be going into the river here. I'm going to be looking for a certain type of habitat. Anyone here might hazard their thinking where I'll be looking for to do a kick sample?
Down there?
Yeah.
We get down there?
Down there. So like in a river we have
actually down there.
Types of habitat. I'll be coming in there and then across the bridge and there. In a river it's important to know that we have different types of habitat. We have our riffle, we have our glide, we have our pools. So the pools are the areas that your large fish and other things are going to be able to rest. And then you're also going to have your glides, so they'll use that often as transport going up and down the river. And then your riffles, they'll also be travelling through that. But that's a really important area. It's where gravel is up near the surface of the water is passing over it, and you'll often recognize it by that white water, so it's bringing in oxygen into the system. So it's really important that you have all of those different things coming together. You have sinuosity, you have movement, you have more diversity. So you'll see here as well, you have all of the different things coming in, and it's a nice example. And I suppose the thinking about doing a kick sample here is also to show what you can have within a town, and it can show maybe what is the potential, is there potential to bring that type of habitat further down into the town? Are we able to embrace the biodiversity that's there and that diversity that's in the system and the habitat, to be able to bring that further in and maybe encourage more species to come into it, because that can also support hopefully clean water then as well. Basically what I'm going to do then is a kick sample. What I'll do, I'll find the habitat. Once I've that found, I'll put this net on the bed of the water, on the bed of the river. I'll stand upstream of it and I'll kick the bed of the river for around 30 seconds. I'll be moving upstream as I'm doing that, just to get a bit of a difference and get different organisms. And then I'll come back up here. I'll have water inside these, and then we'll have a look at what we're going to find. Will we find good water quality indicators, poor water quality indicators, or a mixture of the two, and then find out maybe what moderate water quality. So, yeah, I suppose.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Where's the origin of the river?
The origin of the river, good question. I
think I know where it is.
It's out past Ahagawa. And then, yeah, it goes up from there.
Yeah. The other thing I had to ask you is, what length is it?
The length, I'm not sure.
I think it's 10 miles. I know these
10
answers,
miles,
but I want to confirm it, you know.
Okay, yeah.
And there's, you never saw a salmon on it.
I never saw a salmon. And it's interesting, part of that conversation that's come up when I was looking for kick sampling sites, was talking to that woman that Anne mentioned earlier. She's 82. Her name is Claire. And she was talking about the water quality that used to be there and the biodiversity that she had when she was growing up. She used to find loads of eels running around her legs when she was going into the river. A load of trout swimming around the place. And as she got older, she noticed that diversity decreasing over time. And even when she was older and she had grandkids, she used to bring them down to the river and they'd be fascinated by the trout that they found. But now they're less interested in going because they're not seeing trout anymore, and they're just like, well, what's the connection? What's going to kind of get them interested in it? So what we really want to do is get back to that point in time where we can have eels and we can have salmon, hopefully before, I know there hasn't been any recorded, but maybe we can sort out things with fish passage. Maybe there will be one day where we can have salmon back in the river.
Okay,